At times, change can feel downright inconvenient. And at its worst, it can feel really scary. When we're looking at the world opening back up after 14 months of vigilance, of staying home, of being really protected in little bubbles, change can feel really, really scary and, frankly, unwanted. Many people are experiencing a polarization, a wanting to get back to normal life, but also a nervousness and a wariness around the idea of getting back to normal life. We've all received so much information in the past year and a half about how our own people are scary and dangerous and could hurt us. And so as the world shifts back open slowly, being in loving relationship with the parts of us that are working to keep us safe is really, really critical. I want you to notice the word part. You see, we can start to separate out different experiences of our feelings and our emotions, our thoughts, into parts. And all parts are welcome. They have jobs that they're doing to keep us safe. And sometimes parts are really, really ancient, like our amygdala. That's a very ancient part. Did you know that the first amygdala has been identified to have existed around 300 million years ago? Whew. That is definitely way before our amazing thinking brain even showed up. Many, many, many millions of years before our thinking brain came on board. So our amygdala has been working in double, triple overtime this past year. Remember, she's a fierce warrior, maternal part of our brain. She wants to keep us safe. She loves us. And that's her primary job. And so when we start looking at our amygdala through a parts lens and invite Amy, the amygdala, to share with us her fears and concerns, it pushes her back just enough so that she can feel seen and heard, but not flood and overwhelm us. Now, quick caveat, we've all had those moments where Amy has flooded us. And as we know, we have a tool for that. That's where we do our CPR for the amygdala exercise. And of course, that video is linked in the show notes if you're not familiar with the exercise. But as we're moving into this new space, this new world, I invite you to step back and turn into your worry and start having conversations with it. One of my favorite exercises is a journaling exercise where we write with our dominant hand. I'm right-handed, as you could probably tell as I said that, and our non-dominant hand. With our dominant hand, the hand we usually write with, we ask a question about our fears, worries, or concerns. With our non-dominant hand, we then answer that question from the space of the amygdala, inviting her to share with us. Then we switch hands again and ask, what can we do? How can we help? What do we need to know? Is there data that we're missing? We start to have a very real, curiosity-driven conversation with our brain and an honoring conversation with our fear and our worry, which lets our brain know that we're hearing it, we're seeing it. And trust me, our amygdala just wants to be seen and heard. She wants to know that we're paying attention and taking proper precautions to stay alive, because that's her number one job, stay alive. So as you notice, or if you notice, fears, worries, and concerns showing up as the world slowly moves into this new space, invite your amygdala to be in relationship with you. Be curious, have conversations, learn about your worry, and you might just find that you become more courageous and confident within it.